is going on, YouTube Perverse? John Stanek from Johnny Radio here, bringing you another Top 5 on this glorious Top 5 Friday, and I'm so excited to finally be talking about the Red Hot Chili Peppers. And my personal favorite top 5 songs of theirs was extremely hard to whittle down because they had so many hits throughout the 90s and beyond. Of course, this is perfect timing because their new album, Unlimited Love, is dropping as we speak tonight. So we'll see if my top 5 changes down the road based on that, but man, it's going to be tough to crack this list. So let's get right to it. At number 5, Cant Stop from 2002's album By the Way. Another great Frusciante riff on this one. That bow, 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 bow. So cool. Just that alone I could listen to over and over again. But of course, Anthony Kiedis putting some great rhymes over that, just matching what Frusciante does on guitar. And then I love the build up too of the song, the way Chad Smith like just building up the drums in the beginning. And of course, you know, Frusciante just doing some great harmonies along with Flea, of course. Just the band in fine harmony all around on this track, and yeah, one of their best. So now at number 4, Breaking the Girl from 1991's Blood Sugar Sex Magik. This is kind of an outlier on that album when you think about it. I mean, it's got an acoustic guitar as the main guitar on it, with a really cool riff, again by Frusciante. You're going to find that John is on all the tracks on my top 5. I think when he was the guitarist in the band, they were always at their best. Hopefully that'll be the same of their new album where he's made his, I think, 3rd comeback at this point. But anyway, back to Breaking the Girl. Yeah, it's got like a flute in there as well, which gives it kind of this Renaissance feel to the song, which is really interesting. Kind of a throwback to the 60s as well. But I love the melody on here by Kiedis. Like, you know, he gets a lot of slack for not being one of the greatest vocalists of the 90s or of any era. But here, I feel like he's hitting those notes really well, and the melody is strong, and it's the breakdown as well is so cool, with everybody like banging on pipes and different things to give it like this really huge, that dun dun dun. I love that so much, man. And Rick Rubin, being the producer, probably had a hand in that idea, because he's a great idea guy. But yeah, what an album and what a song. And that's just my number 4. So now at number 3, Scar Tissue from 1999's Californication. This was the first big Frusciante comeback, and man, we welcomed him with open arms, did we not? On every song on this album. I mean, it would be right under Blood Sugar for me as far as their albums go. But Scar Tissue, I think this was the first single from the album, and it's just so cool because it's like got this laid back vibe, but there's kind of this dark underlying tone to it that comes on the chorus, which you know, with the birds we share this lonely view, which is such a cool lyric when you think about it. And then you got Frusciante doing these kind of simplistic but beautiful leads after each chorus. And they get longer and longer as the song goes, but it's like, you know, just 3.5 minutes of just a really cool summer jam that I think is the greatest song off of that album, which is really saying something because there were so many hits that I couldn't fit on my top 5. But now at number 2, Give It Away, one of the big hits off of Blood Sugar Sex Magik. I mean, there were so many hits off of that album, right? But this is like the one that really went supernova, where just everybody got into this funky jam led by that just Really cool riff by Frusciante, and of course Flea, no slouch himself, slapping the bass. And of course they had that crazy music video where they're all in the desert and like painted in silver, and really cool, some effects going on. But yeah, it's just such a fun song, which on first listen, I remember when I heard it, I wasn't that taken aback by it, but through the years, it's just become one of the most fun songs of the 90s. And I remember seeing them, I believe it was on the MTV Video Music Awards, when like they just got up there and had everybody up on stage, like their friends and just people from the audience dancing around. Of course, Flea in his underwear. And yeah, you gotta love it, man. The most insane, weird lyrics by Kiedis. What you gotta give it to your mama. It's just like, it makes no sense, but it's great, and you gotta love it. So now at number 1, Under the Bridge. It had to be this one, man. I mean, one of the greatest ballads of the 90s, hands down. And this is the song that I think, Give It Away, of course, was a huge hit, but Under the Bridge, I feel like, took the Chili Peppers to another level, where they were, before that, they were just known as like these party, funky music guys, almost like funk music ripoffs in a way. But this song showed that they were much more than that, and not only could write a great melody, but Kiedis' vocals are top notch here, and also the guitar chords on here are just at another level. I mean, Frusciante, there's just so many different parts to it. It's got some elements of jazz in there, and of course, Flea playing beautifully off of him. Just the outro on this song alone is just, it reminds me of like some of the greatest classical music, because it's just so beautiful. And you always think of Frusciante in the video with that hat on and just playing. He's one of the greatest. I still think he's kind of an underrated guitarist, because, he's not often mentioned in the same sentence as like Hendrix, but Hendrix was a huge influence on him, and you could hear it in songs like this, and also in other songs on that record, like I Could Have Lied, which would be a very close number 6 on my list. But there was just too many songs, off of Californication, off of this album. But that is my top 5, guys. So let me know in the comments below what your top 5 would be. If you're so bold, leave me a top 10. I mean, so many great songs. And even without Frusciante, they had some great hits in the mid-90s with Navarro, like Aeroplane. The Chili Peppers have always been great. Of course, their cover of Higher Ground I thought about, but I decided to stick with all originals here. So again, let me know what you think. We got top 5s every Friday, album reviews, so much more. Thank you for watching, and as always, Viva la Vinyl. So guys, thanks so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, and be sure to ring the bell for notifications so you can always see great quality content like you're seeing on the screen right now. Thank you so much for supporting Johnny Radio, and I'll see you soon.